this real briefly. Okay. So once again, here we can see the compound. This area over here was where you, for visitors to stay. Underneath the church, as far as I understood, was the refectory. This is the dining hall. There's a big dining hall underneath. We talked about the crypt is right here. What's a crypt?
Tomb.
It is a tomb. It's a special kind. A crypt is when you have a tomb below a church. So there was also a chapel here. Okay, it was not only a pilgrimage point to go down to the baptismal site. People came to see Eusebius's grave also. Okay, so a crypt, a tomb in general. These terms can be used in different ways in English, but generally a tomb is a massive stone structure. It can be either underground, but part of it will be overground, and it'll usually monumentalize an important person. Not necessarily, details can vary a bit, but it's going to be relatively monumental. A crypt is one that's specifically underneath the church. So, like I said, when they excavated this, they found the remains of over 100 monks that were buried in the same area where Eusebius was buried. So you want to be buried by the saint, right? Let's see. Okay, so I think if we look carefully in some of these places, we'll see some monk cells. There's a bakery, there's a garden. You see this whole area over there? This is more of the monastery that hasn't been excavated at all. So if you look over there, it gives you some idea of what it was like over here. But in this case, actually, a pretty large percentage of the whole area has been actually excavated, which isn't always the case. We have a typical early Byzantine church. It's well decorated. Actually, I guess this is the reconstruction from the Crusader period. There's 3 apses. You have the nave in the middle, and you have 2 aisles on the side. But the whole construction of the church itself was very important. We talked about sacred spaces, and so for them, they understood that this is a place where God and heaven and earth meet. When you come into the church, it was an area, and so they put a great deal of effort into making it beautiful, decorating the walls, the ceilings. Okay. Any questions about that?